Yes, go ahead.
There's a question on the board.
Mm-hmm.
It says, thank you very much for the shiur. I read from Rabbi Avigdor Miller Zatzal that usually husbands, when they return from work, they can complain about the stress at work about some coworkers, which in many cases are well-based, those complaints. However, the rabbi concealed was that the wife should divert the conversion and probably avoid Lashon Hara. My question is, how to help the husband? Is he too stubborn to accept his falling into Lashon Hara, since his reaction could be a bit out of place because he alleges the person in question is not kosher? Or would it be a better midah for the wife to just to remain silent and not divert the conversation and instead maintain shalom bayit? Thank you, Rabbi.
So it's a very, very good question. So as a general rule, spouses should not rebuke each other, because why? Because it's not going to work very well for each of them and for shalom bayit in general, right? So if it's possible, if she can change the topic of the conversation, just ask him or whatever he likes. Not everything is negative. Hopefully, not everything is negative in his life, right? And try to change the topic, right? But if she would change the topic on herself, that would be disaster also. So if he's so stubborn and he needs to vent out, right? So in some cases, it would be allowed for her just to listen. Of course, she's not allowed to believe anything that he said, and try to constructively help him. I don't remember if we posted this video or not. That the role of a woman, of a wife, is not of course she's subordinate to a man, right? But on one hand, but on the other hand, it says that she's a helper against him. No, here we go. It's a different video. So she's a helper against him. So meaning if he's deserving, so she's going to be supportive. He's not deserving, so she's going to be against him, right? And one very important point also, that she's not there only to support him, meaning that whatever he does, and she should agree it automatically. The wife, in her woman's great wisdom, sixth sense, right? So she has to try to direct him to the right path, ask him questions, try to make him think, because man, many times, I decided I'm the man of the house, and it's going to be like I said, because why? Because I said it. That's the only reason. So she very nice, politely, but try to ask him a question, try to let him think, and try to stop him from all of the rational decisions. Men is many times very rational. If they don't learn Torah, so they decided. But that's her job, right? Sometimes listen from the beginning to the end, and try to change his mind, right? But if he's stubborn, so the only stubborn, all of the bad character traits comes only from not learning Torah. So HaShem said, I created Yetzer Hara, and I created this. What is it? I created Torah as an antidote. So if he would learn more Torah, all of these things, the job, all of the crazy people would not bother him. Okay, so he would see all of the things much different. So it's my tikkun, it's my correction. So instead of me being chas v'shalom sick, right, with a tube sticking into my nose, right, in a hospital, so I'm going to get aggravated from this boss, from this coworker. Okay, so if you take it with love, so and don't take him seriously, this clown, right? So that's the life is much more different. So he's yelling, but you're thinking about something else. You understand? So I remember me, unfortunately, I did few mistakes because I was not careful in my job, and company lost a lot of money. Of course, they yell at me, this and that. So I was keep quiet. I knew if I'm going to answer, they can fire me, and they were right. Whatever I truly made a mistake. I forgot whatever. Company lost money. So I'm not the only one, because other people, company lost much more money than me. Okay. So, but I was keep quiet, and that's it. So the guy went it out okay. So he said he was yelling and screaming and remembered all of the bad things that I ever did in the company. Right? True, not sure. Of course, they don't think about all of the good things like all the overtime. That's irrelevant. But then he would ask well, what do you have to say? I say, I apologize. It was my mistake. My mistake. Okay, I apologize. What can I do? And that's it. So after you apologize, so and the guy he already said in 7 minutes he was yelling, he cursing, not cursing but yelling, right, screaming, and he was right. Like in my mind, he was 100% right. Even if they would let me go, I agree 100%. That's a proper way to do. But since I did not I did not resist, the guy stopped, and that's it. Yeah. Understand? So it happened to me a few times. I told my wife, probably today is my last day because of what I did last night. My heart stopped. She said, but okay, Hashem has His own ways, and He keep me there working for many years. You understand? So if you take it to the heart, seriously, every clown on the street, and even if you did whatever I did, and I apologize. It was my mistake. I acknowledge it. I mean, it was obvious, but I acknowledge publicly that's what I did. It was not intentional because of this and that, and that's it. So, in a sense, you can always find a peace with your coworkers. But if he would go head to head, or he keep quiet in the workplace and come home and went on his wife, that's not proper. So he has to learn Torah. When you learn Torah, you understand why you're here in this world, and the life flies very fast, and that's it. So today he's gone. Today he's there. I have this one anti-Semite guy, Andrew Cinquina. I still remember Italian, and this Italian is most likely he was one of the people who his descendants. Who destroyed the Beis Hamikdash? Such an anti-Semite. Okay, he would be all of this, whatever he did, right? Whatever he did, and people say, no, you have to go to this place to HI. I'm not going to complain to anybody. So let him do whatever he did, and whatever he did not bother me. It did not bother me at all. And guess what? How it finished? He quit. I mean, he found a new job, and when I stayed in the same company. So I said, look, you say maybe you have to leave. I said, I don't have to leave. I don't do anything bad, this anti-Semite. You understand? So but it only comes when you learn Torah. So when you learn Torah, so this anti-Semite today he's here. Today you think that's the end of the world. Tomorrow he's gone. Hashem is going to take care of him. Right? Send him to better position, to worse position, kill him, and do him disable something. Why should I care? Understand? But it's only when you learn Torah. So the main problem with the husband is he does not learn enough Torah. He watches too much TV. So that's the wife's job. Okay. What else?
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
I have a question somewhat related to this topic. So I read some time ago in a book about marriage that when the husband has to spend a lot of time at home because he's either retired or he's working from home,
mm-hmm.
he has to try not to spend too much time at home when his wife is there with him, mm-hmm. because this could lead to shalom bayit.
Mm-hmm.
So considering how immodest the world out there is, in pretty much everywhere in the world. So where should we go?
So you can go and close the noise and learn Torah, and that's it. So me and my wife, we have different schedules, totally different schedules. So she's awake very late at night, and I get up very early in the morning. So we meet somewhere during the noon or something. Not noon, like before noon, but you understand. So it was done intentionally, right? So it's her wisdom. I said, why you stay? So no, she said that's good. I cannot sleep, this and that. But then I figure out, and I figured out. She told me. So she said, don't you know that too much in closed space, that's not good. Okay. So I go learn. So I mean, she's here in the house. I go learn. So it's I'm not there. Understand? But if people are empty from the Torah, the men would one woman complained to me, right? That your husband, he after some age, I'm not sure how old was he. I don't remember exactly, but it's irrelevant. But it's something that got in his mind, and he started checking the parts where he's cooking. He got into cooking, but not cooking himself, but checking up on his wife. I said this crazy guy. So why? Because he has nothing else to do. If he would have classes constantly or some Torah activity, go pray 3 times a day, right? So he would not have this extra time. And so all of this craziness comes because of the lack of the Torah law. And Hashem said, you must learn Torah day and night. So when you can learn astrology, as we said yesterday, right? When you find the time between day and night, this time does not exist. But if there is such a time, learn astrology, learn how to cook. But otherwise, learn Torah. Okay. You're welcome. So all the problems because of lack of learning Torah, all of them. That's it. Go ahead, sorry.
Now, what about if the guy has to work from home from 5-6 hours in a row from home? Should he lock himself up and?
Yes, I mean, if first of all, it's better if you're working for concentration. So for concentration, it's better to if you can isolate, have an office or make yourself office with a curtain or something whatever situation is, and work from there. So I explained to your spouse that I need to concentrate. Look, they pay me money. We have to pay our bills. Have to work. That's it. So she does not have to be constantly we also had this guy. And the wife was calling they newly married, but it was too much. She called him maybe 5 times in 1.5 hours. He was in our house. It's too much. Discussing exactly nothing. So when are you coming back? He told her I'm going to stay here. Whatever. I'm going back. Okay, she kind of calls back. Are you going to go this road or that road? Maybe you're going to stop to pick up vegetables. All this craziness. That's also too much. She's trying to control him. I don't know where she get it from. Young people should not be like that. I understand the older people, but young people should not be so much so much annoying. Okay. What else?
Thank you, Rabbi.
Yeah. So separation is good. So my wife, whatever she did, she was smart. She's still smart. Baruch Hashem.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.